Well, Renke Manufacturing employs about 400 people near Deshler. That is where nearly 800 people live, but childcare opportunities are few and far between in our smaller communities.
To keep families in Deshler, a board of 5 volunteers runs a childcare center that's been open for about 2 months. In this segment, Grace McDonald sees how far Spring Creek Kids has come in Deshler.
Say hello to 8-month-old Lainey Jo. Her mom teaches in Deshler, but before work, they had to drive out of town for childcare, spending gas money and an hour on the road each morning.
We were looking at other jobs and looking at possibly staying at home and just how we were going to make it work without having childcare here in town.
This family wasn't alone in their struggle. In 2022, 5 board members decided to form a child care center and help out retiring in-home providers.
We want to be here to be able to support them in that decision so that they don't feel like they can't retire.
The board members raised $100,000 within the community. Then 2 employers in town, Midwest Bank and Renke Manufacturing, matched that amount, with each of them donating $50,000 to this cause.
And Community for Kids has honestly been the hugest resource as far as finding the funding or finding the grants to apply for.
Volunteers transformed a building that sat empty for more than 5 years. It used to house a company that manufactured and repaired cable boxes.
Yeah, so when I first started, it was actually just like studs. Like, we didn't even have drywall up or anything. Like, you kind of just had to imagine how it was going to turn out.
After months of renovating, Spring Creek Kids became a reality when it opened in October of 2024.
We're the only center, so like if a lot of our people go to like in-homes, and so if their in-home person is sick, that's like 8 kids, you know, that need somewhere.
The over 5,000 square foot space has rooms for infants, toddlers, and preschool children, with doors that lead to an outdoor play area.
And the best part has been her. When we show up in the mornings and she sees them, she just lights up. Like, this is a second home for her.
The community fills this second home with donated supplies and toys, supporting Spring Creek Kids and young families in their small town.
When I moved here, that was kind of started to be the goal in my head, was just making Deshler a place where I wanted my kids to grow up and want my kids to come back to.
In the future, Spring Creek Kids hopes to expand their services and hopefully renovate their basement someday. But for now, they're licensed to take care of 60 kids in Deshler. You can go to our web story to find out how you can support nonprofit child care centers. For Pure Nebraska, I'm Grace McDonald.